Hello everyone, Ron here from RJJ's Reactions, and I am here with a bumped up request from Frederick. Thank you very much, Frederick. This is for Emily Linge, and the song is called A Place Where We Used to Be. And according to Frederick, she wrote this at the age of 15. So that's very impressive. And I have been impressed by Emily Linge many times. I've done a lot of reactions. Check in the description. I'll put a link to my playlist for her if you want to see all of my reactions in one place. Also, I'll put a link to her channel so you can go there and subscribe and like and comment and check out everything she has on the channel. I really do encourage you to do that. At the very least, hit that subscribe button on her channel because it really does help, and I think a lot of people don't realize how much that does help. So I hope you'll hit the subscribe button here as well. Thank you so much to everyone who has hit the subscribe and shared videos, liked videos, etc. And all your comments too. I read all of them and I answer as many as I can. Also in the description there is a way to bump up your request as Frederick did for this one and get it much quicker than on the regular list. It's super long, so it takes a long time. Just use one of the donation methods. Let me know what you want me to react to, obviously, and if you have a shout out name you prefer, let me know that too, and you will get your request very quickly. All right, let's have a listen to Emily Linge, A Place Where We Used to Be.
I remember how it was in the early days, when we used to get along in so many ways. You were there for me when I was down.
Nice.
How come it all just turned around?
I like the phrasing
I
there.
wanna go back to the life before. What went wrong, I'm not so sure. We moved on and learned to stay strong. I should have known that I was wrong. I'll pick up the pieces left for me to keep safe all the memories.
Okay, don't worry, I'm going to back up a fair bit here. Beautiful tone to her voice, as always. Vocals are excellent, and love what she's doing with the piano as well. I think I like Emily best on the piano. I know she's very good with the guitar as well, but I really do love it when we have Emily on the piano, and this is no exception so far. Really lovely.
Life before, what went wrong, I'm not so sure. We moved on and learned to stay strong. I should have known that I was wrong. I'll pick up the pieces left for me to keep safe all the memories. I walk on the beach, it's dear to me, a place where we used to be. We were really close as friends for eternity. You and I were like a rose and a bumblebee. What could I have done to see us through?
Nice.
Somehow I must have missed the clue. I wanna go back to the life before. What went wrong, I'm not so sure. We moved on and learned to stay strong. I should have known that I was wrong. I'll pick up the pieces left for me to keep safe all the memories. A walk on the beach is dear to me, a place where we used to be. Every time I reached out, you never respond, as if it was easy for me to move on. A couple of friends on their way back home. A couple of friends on their way back home. Go back to the life before. What went wrong, I'm not so sure. We moved on and learned to stay strong. I should have known that I was wrong. I'll pick up the pieces left for me to keep safe all the memories. I walk on the beach is dear to me, a place where we used to be. I wanna go back to the life before. What went wrong, I'm not so sure. We moved on and learned to stay strong. I should have known that I was wrong. I'll pick up of the pieces left for me to keep safe for the memories. A walk on the beach is dear to me, a place where we used to be.
Beautiful. Very, very nice. Back up a bit. Excellent. Yeah, very clear, beautiful vocals. And like I say, I love when Emily is singing along with the piano. Her piano work is very, very top notch, and a little bit of a solo in here as well. We've had several songs like that. It's always nice to hear. And sometimes I close my eyes because you hear music a bit differently that way, particularly instrumental music. But yes, excellent. Yeah, but sometimes we move apart, sometimes we grow apart, sometimes we just end up being different people, especially from when you're really young, and you move on. And some people separate more easily than others, and sometimes a person is surprised that the other one had a problem. Like, why'd you have such a problem? So, but it's not always the same for every person, and yeah, hopefully you did learn to stay strong. Sometimes you're just two separate people, and there was a point where it seemed like the relationship was tight, and then things just change. People grow, people get interested in different things, you get different jobs, whatever, and you can try to go back and capture those memories, and they're all up here, so you can sort of capture them, but you can never really, really go back. It just doesn't work. At least that's been my experience. I sometimes have tried to go back to places and try to sort of relive in some sense, and it triggers the memories, but it isn't the same. It just isn't the same again because yes, there's something about stepping into the stream. It's never the same twice because it just keeps on moving, and life just keeps on moving in the same way, right? So it's never going to be quite the same. So you just cherish those memories and make new ones. Stay strong and make some new ones. I guess that's the point. So a place where we used to be, yes, and it's not there anymore. I get a chuckle out of all the I don't spend a lot of time on social media, but I check it out usually at least once a day and see if friends and family have posted anything and, do a few likes and things and maybe a couple of jokes. But I also see or not videos, but postings of people. Oh, it was so great back in the 50s or the 60s or the 70s. Pick a decade, whichever decade they grew up in. Generally, when they were children or very very young people, they think that was the best ever. You can never have anything like this again. It's like if you went back there, you might find out that things aren't quite as beautiful and wonderful as you remember them. I think a lot of people remember things with rose-colored glasses on. It's not, think harder, think deeper, and remember some of the other things that went on back then too. No matter what time you pick, there's always some good and there's some bad. Some great things and some not so great things. But anyway, a place where we used to be, Emily Linge, amazing. Check in the description for a link to her channel. So you can go there and support her. A link to my playlist if you want to check out all my other reactions to Emily. I didn't check the number, but I know there's a lot there now, and I will be adding more, I'm sure. Check in the description for a way to bump up your request, as Frederick did for this one. Thank you very much, Frederick. Always good to get some more Emily on the channel, and you can get your reaction a lot quicker that way. And don't forget to subscribe here if you don't mind. Thank you for watching. Keep listening, keep having fun. It is Ron from RJJ's Reactions. Bye bye for now.